You're on a ledge high above a waterfall in the corner of the valley. The majesty of the waterfall here immediately catches your eye. It's most impressive. This is probably the most amazing part of the valley. The water collects in a deep blue pool below the waterfall before it begins to flow through the valley. It's quite breathtaking, actually. This rock hangs out over the pool and falls. You peer down and realize it's much too steep to just climb down. You need a rope or something. This old tree looks pretty sturdy. You figure it'd hold your weight if you tied a rope to it. You pull out your trusty rope and climb down to the banks below. The waterfall flows into this river, which surely must be the source of the rivers around Volksville. You dip your hands in the cool river and wash them. You had some serious grime under your nails, so hey, this is a bonus. You rub your hands all over yourself like a showgirl. You think about an alternative career, should the need arise. This really is a beautiful area of the forest. You actually feel at peace here, which for you is a strange thing. Nothing like a good climb, eh? It's the same river you've been looking at all game. You bend down and take a long, refreshing drink from the river.
That was good.
This looks like a nice place for a picnic, if you were into that sort of thing, which you're not. It's a bloody large stick. Awesome, right? Only the best people collect sticks, you always say. You take the stick. That is quite a mighty-looking beehive. You wonder what kind of bees made it. Then you remember that you absolutely, unequivocally do not care. You can't reach it. You're going to need to find something longer to help you get to it. That was a slightly stupid move. You pissed off those bees by poking your stick right into their hive. Luckily, your cloak and the river saved you from the multitude of stings. How's that? There's a bee stuck in your cloak. You carefully take it and put it within a fold of your backpack, keeping it alive, but unable to escape. You could feel something was amiss when you got here.
Damn it.
Well done! You've defeated yet another foe, solidifying your position as a total badass. You play around with it, but nothing. Searching the corpse reveals some blighs, which you pocket. You don't want to. You look at the remains of what must have been the west wing of the old mansion. It's pretty impressive. You imagine the fire that destroyed it was a sight to see. The mountains rise up majestically behind the scene, giving a beautiful frame. You also realize the mountains remind you of a really nice pair of boobs. The woods turn a little more dense here, and you can see a path up ahead that leads to a different area. You could feel something was amiss when you got here.
Damn it. 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 Damn it.
You have a feeling of pride surge within you at your victory. Nice job. Spiders are scary. For girls. The spider has no loot to speak of, although you do take its venom sac, as they can be used for all sorts of poisons. You're in the 99-acre woods. It'll be 100 acres, but that's just poo. The trees grow tall and straight here, and are of a different variety than the ones you've seen near Volksville. The path travels from the east to the south amongst the trees here. You enter this beautiful clearing and you see some very odd trees at the end of the corridor blocking your path. You swear they could have faces. You begin to think that maybe Armand slipped you something in that notorious Jundarian weed he sells. There's a small stream here. You take a swig of water from this little stream. It tastes of dirt slightly, but otherwise it's quite refreshing. What the hell?
Hey, let's not beat around the bush here, kid.
Oh my god! I can't believe you just said beat around the bush.
Look, I wasn't trying to be funny or ironic. I was just talking to this kid. Hey, you, kid. You deaf or something?
Can't hear a thing. He used to play in a band.
Ha ha, kid, very funny.
Why are you calling me kid?
'Cause compared to me, you are a kid.
He's over 211 years old.
Not to brag, but yeah, I made it over 2 centuries. And with the mouth on me, I'm surprised. So, what the hell are you doing in our garden?
That stream is just our piss. We don't exactly have toilets around here, you know.
Don't be mean to the kid. Look, kid, you seem alright, but we're very protective of our garden. And we don't like people abusing it.
Yeah, or walking through it.
This treant looks to be an old and wise tree, which probably means he's an expert on bark and squirrel poop. This treant doesn't look quite as old as his friend. He looks a bit dopey, actually. He's a big dude. You really don't want to touch him. He's a big dude.
Go and bother Cardigus and leave me alone.
Oi there, wood traveler. No passage for you.
Yeah, no passage for you, like he said.
Well, some people call this the 99-acre woods. Others just call it the North Woods. The Killingtons used to call it their private forest. We call it home. Well, we can't all talk. Lodimir and I can. Everyone else is just too wooden. Wooden! Get it, kid? This is our clearing. If you want to get by, you gotta strike up a deal with us. Well, I was hoping you'd ask. Me and Lodimir, we're conservationalists. We want to preserve the beauty of the woods.
Yeah?
But those ass clowns in the South Woods run that place like it's a lumber yard. There's a special kind of pine that only grows down there. We need you to bring us a pine cone from one of the trees down there so we can reseed it up here and ensure it doesn't disappear.
Sounds like a plan.
Come back anytime, kid. Fine, go away then!
Yeah, we'll talk to ourselves.